Do you play Paradox Interactive games other than EU4? Because every once in a while I do. My name is Quagersall, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. We're going to be playing some Hearts of Iron 4 today. I was a huge fan of Hearts of Iron 3 back in the day, and when Hearts of Iron 4 first came out, it didn't really grab me too hard, and I had other things I was doing at the time. But this new DLC has kind of rekindled my love of the franchise, and I've been having super loads of fun, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to record it and put a series up on the channel and see if anybody likes it. If you'd like to see more Hearts of Iron 4, different series, that sort of thing, different interesting starts you think I might have fun playing with, comment down below or head on over to the Discord and we can talk about it. Any other games you'd like to see as well, always welcome. Let me know. But let's get started. Before we jump in here, well, how about going and checking out my buddy Lusitanian? He's playing some Hearts of Iron 4 over on his channel, just started putting out videos, and they're some of the reasons why I got excited about the game again. He's been putting out some interesting stuff, like he did a bicycle-only challenge, he played Portugal and got the United Kingdom of Portugal and Brazil. I think he formed All Andalus, he did a bunch of them already, and he's putting them out like once a week. They're heavily edited and really good, at least from what I saw, especially for somebody who just started their channel. I was super impressed. And I got to play a multiplayer game with him. I think he put it out last week, and that was fun. So I'll put links down in the description to his channel and to that video specifically. And head on over there and say hey if you want. I know when you're that small, or when you're as small as I am on YouTube, every like, comment, subscribes especially, are super impactful. Anyways, let's get going, I think. But we're going to be playing the Germans. But we're not going to be staying this guy. We're going to be doing one of the more interesting routes you can take with them, in my opinion at least. Regular Iron Man. I'm going to leave historical on. I know you can turn historical off and still get achievements, but I'm going to leave it on for now. And let's go. Alright, so let me take care of my planes and my boats, and I'll be right back. I said I was just going to do the planes and boats there, but as you saw, I did quite a bit more. Everything's about set up, but before I unpause it, I wanted to talk about the plan. So, as you may or may not know, there are two ways to do things with Germany. You can go the traditional route and make a very traditional World War II, or at least try to. Or you can go this route, which will allow you to either go democratic or monarchist. And then there's two or three different ways to be monarchist, really. And you can form your own faction in any of the three branches. We're going to be going this way and going down to revive the Kaiser. I want to try to get the Monarchy is back in fashion achievement, which involves getting down this way, I believe. Yeah, all the way to here. So you got to get Wilhelm II in power and assassinate Mussolini. And then we also might try to get them to form Austria-Hungary, and we'll have a nice little central powers and try to recreate World War I, except where we win. Now, from my understanding, in the last patch, you could oppose Hitler, and while that was going, as long as you had been at war and had therefore remilitarized these two provinces, you could actually bypass this while you were doing this, which would allow you to do the rest of this tree while you're still going down this one. But unfortunately, that's not a thing any longer, so we will have to make do. My plan is to kill Poland immediately. I think that's a fairly standard opener for Germany. It's should be pretty simple, really. It's going to take us like a year to get the justification done, but that's all right. Here we go. 26. Let's split that into 2 armies and put it under a guy. But anyways, let's wait until we've got the political power, and I also still have to do my planes. Alright, political power is in place. Let's get a war goal. We gotta do Danzig, right? He's getting started a little early. Now, you might have noticed that I didn't take an actual focus, and there's a reason for that. I don't want to be losing that 1 per day. We can do 1 now, but I'm going to wait until we have 10, and then once we have 10, I can start. I'll probably start the 4-year plan and start going down this, and maybe get these done before we do the Civil War. There's a reason I want these done before the Civil War, and that is because I can get 2 different things. One, the army experience is really nice because I'm going to be doing a little bit of an exploit that I found that you probably know about to cheese the Civil War. But also, this guy right here allows us to get, oh, where is it? No, it's this one. It allows us to get the research bonus for medium tanks, which I might throw into my Landstrom regiments. I'm not 100% certain on that just yet. Let's start the... Actually, let's start the army innovations first. And the reason for that is I want to get a few more of the industrial researches done before we do the 4-year plan, so that I can do maybe these 2 for the 4-year plan bonuses, or maybe even these 2. So we'll see. I want to make all 3 of these guys field marshals eventually. And this guy's really good because of that winter specialist. When we go against the Soviets, that's going to be nice. So I'm going to do that. And as we get them going, we'll try to use... I tend to not use this command power as much as I should. And it eventually caps out, and that's dumb. Anyways, let's do these finally. I'm not going to be using transport planes because I know there's ways to supply people with them. Not really worth it for me, and it's also not I'm not be doing paratroopers, I don't believe. Now with these guys, I'm going to be splitting them up into wings of 40 because that was suggested to me by a buddy of mine on the Discord. But from my understanding, later game you kind of you want to do bigger wings, and maybe that's just because people no longer want to micro it. I don't know. Oh, that's not what I meant. Just split them up. I'm going to hold off on exercising them because, well, we don't have a lot of fuel. And I might want to do some naval exercises. I might do, like, maybe just the fighters. I'm not sure. And with these guys, I'm just going to reduce them down because we're not actually building naval bombers. And I'll just split them up there like that. Now, I could be exercising my guys while we wait, because the justification is going to take like 200 more days. But I want to try to get a little bit of a stock of equipment. And I will be making probably a few infantry divisions at some point. I could probably see Could make 3. That's fine. As we get our production efficiency up and that kind of thing, we don't actually have any production efficiency cap increases yet, so we're not producing a lot, but we will. And we're getting plenty. I'm trying to make plenty of artillery to eventually filter more into the armies. Even just the fighters make us lose fuel. Good lord. Alright, army innovations. That gives us a little bit of good stuff. Plus our researchers are getting done. I'm going to barrel down electronics and industry mostly at the beginning, with one guy doing infantry equipment and probably artillery, because I like artillery a lot. But yeah, I'm going to keep barreling this. We're not going to do this until after we take over Poland. I want to get some experience on my army is the actual gameplay reason, but my little roleplay reason is this guy going nuts a little early. And instead of all the major things he did, he just jumped right to this one. And that was just a little too quickly for the Wehrmacht. And we will be able to justify getting rid of him. We're going to get rid of these by going to war with Poland, but we're actually probably going to have to pay him back, which is unfortunate. The bad thing about events like this is, at the time, my understanding is that the Nazi propaganda was trying to convince their people that it really was the Polish that were posturing against Germany and not the other way around. Feel kind of dirty, but it's just a game. And Guderian will be the next that we promote. I am not working on the intelligence agency just yet. One of the civil wars I did with another nation, when I had a intelligence agency already made, and it went away when I switched tags, or however the civil wars work in this, so I'm not going to waste that. Looks like political power is ready for our first guy, but I don't really want to take any of them. These silent workhorses are going to get executed, or at least thrown in jail, depending on our idea in the Civil War. What I'd really like is the captain of industry here, but we got to do 4-year plan first. So I'm just going to hold on to this. If we get up to 225, I might do something. And let's promote Manstein, or Manstein, however you say it. Alright, treaty with USR is complete. I think it's time to do the 4-year plan. We have one of these getting done. These are already started. I can start this one, and we can use our bonuses for here and here. We're going to get autocracy bonuses for these. But actually, when we're done here, I'll probably start this one so that the autocracy bonuses can go here. And then we'll get synthetic bonuses for this stuff. We'll push that once we get those actual bonuses, though. So, 4-year plan. Ah, yes, the German-Soviet treaty. We get the research bonuses for armor. So, we might want to use that. Not right away, of course, but currently it's at 663 days for the Panzer III here. And if I reload this page, only 143. That's crazy. Now, we could use these in our Landsturm regiments, but we're going to need a lot of army experience. I might want to get them out of the way anyways, though. We will see. The war with Poland is going to be in right before October. I do intend to eat the whole thing, unless I could keep going down the alliance here. I need at least 850 in the field. We'll eventually have that. Oh, get that out of the way. And we could still do this while getting the achievement. My understanding, this achievement means that we have to bring back the Kaiser and ensure that Italy is controlled by Victor Emmanuel by killing Mussolini. Now, that shouldn't be too difficult. And it doesn't say that we have to be in the Axis or even be in the same faction as Italy. So maybe we could get a Berlin-Moscow thing going on. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to want to do that if we're monarchist and he's communist. I don't know. I haven't tried. We'll have to see. Let's get this, like I said. And with this political power, I think I'm going to actually take the Blitzkrieg theorist. I know they want you to take the mobile warfare expert, and they want you to keep going down mobile warfare. But I actually think I want to switch over to superior firepower. It just has too many good bonuses for what most of your army is. Like, that's amazing. This is amazing. It starts out really good. That's awesome. Some of these are okay. I'll probably go shock and awe. But this stuff just seems too focused on tanks, and I understand that it makes sense historically for Germany, but I think this is superior for gameplay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm watching too much Torier. I don't know. But we're going to get him pretty soon. And I've got enough now to do this guy and still have enough for that guy. So, bam, let's do it. Oh, hey, look, it's the Civil War. I think despite the fact that we're not going to be staying fascist, I think it would be funner for us if the nationalists won. Maybe there's a small chance they could get the car list, but I doubt that. So what I am gonna do is send them like 1,000 guns, just a little bit, maybe 1,500, and also we will be sending them some volunteers shortly. I want to make sure I also send some new some planes. I always forget to send planes. These planes are already here, and the volunteer forces won't be here for another day or two. And that's alright. We're just gonna try to get a few points of experience and help out these guys. I know they get some bonuses if they get the north. So let's concentrate on helping them get the north first. 4-year plan is done. Awesome. Let's get the captain of industry. How are we doing on all of our constructions here? Okay, we're gaining factories slowly but surely. I'm happy about that. Let's go directly into autarky. Let's check to make sure. Yeah, that should be good. We can use the 100% bonuses here and here, and the autarky bonuses here and here and here. I think it's 3. No, it's just 2. That's alright. Alright, we barely had enough time to help him take the north here, and it's almost time for us to start our war. But we're not worrying about that. I'm gonna recall my planes. There you go. No one has guaranteed you. I'm super happy about that. Now, this won't actually be the easiest thing, because he's basically the same strength as us on the ground, but hopefully we can overcome him in the air and on the ground eventually. So we're gonna have these guys defend and these guys attack. We're pushing in here. Let's make sure they don't just leave that open. Oh, they're going for it. We capture Poznan. Let's also get across the river, because that will be helpful. Got that. Yeah, we're gonna have to get pushed back there. No big deal. They got themselves an encirclement. Well, that's super nice. There's the volunteers returned. Part of me wants to send them over here, but that's dumb. So we'll put them here. And he can do what he wants with them. He seems to be doing pretty well. Now, this guy, once he's done getting attacked, I want to push here. Yep. There we go. That helped. And once he's stopped, we'll try to break through towards Warsaw. Dispersed industry, mechanical computing, love it. Let's do more, and not ready for the 38s, I don't think. Let's do improved machine tools. Autocracy is done. Great. Do I want to get anyone else? I'll probably just start filling out the designers and things like that. That's a little late to do these, but might do it anyways. No, you know what? Infantry equipment. Always gonna do it. Might as well get a bonus. Now, do we have time to get one of these two done before we oppose? I think we do. Let's do Army Innovations 2. Now, they've kind of stopped. They got a lot going on here. That's fair. Let's have one of you guys move here, though. If he lets you. No? Why don't you help him? Let's turn that no into a yes. Yeah, they're going. They're pushing. I like it. And now we have Danzig. Let's see if we can get the rest. Get on with it. We're even pushing up here in Prussia. I love it. And why aren't you guys pushing? Okay. Good enough. We might want to do some of these mountain brigades soon as well. We will see. Although I might end up deleting my entire army before the Civil War after this. We will see. And Warsaw is getting so close to falling. There it went. Fall of Warsaw. Oh, no, we need one more victory point, I think. And we're close. Is that enough? That's enough. Alright. Great news. I'm gonna definitely take Danzig. And you know what? I'm gonna take these over here. And then do the 2 satellites out here. Yeah, there we go. Very good. We got 2 puppets. Alright, now it's time to get prepared for opposing Hitler. How can we justify that, though? I don't know about you guys, but I like to have a little bit of a storyline going on in the background when I play games like this that are based in real life. So we're going to be opposing Hitler. It's 1936. Had Hitler gone into Poland this early, maybe some of these guys would have been sick to their stomach enough about what they'd just done to actually do this a little earlier. Several times they tried later in the war, different Wehrmacht officers and that kind of thing. So maybe that's how we justify it. He did it a little bit too early before people had, there's a saying in my country, drank the Kool-Aid. Which refers to a cult thing that happened in South America in the 70s, I believe. But it basically means these guys haven't completely been Nazified, hopefully. And they will now stand up against him. I also realized that these 2 Reichskommandants, or however you say it, will be puppets of the Reich. And when we rebel, we're going to be the German military junta. Which means they're going to be puppets of him. I don't know if he calls them in or not. That doesn't matter. But I do know that when we annex him, if they don't fight, they won't be part of that and they'll go free, which is interesting. Maybe the Soviets will eat them, maybe they won't, and they'll stay free, at least for a while. So I'm fine with that. But anyways, I am going to take a break here. I'm intending this series to be possibly 4 parts, depending on how long these parts go. And I'm going to try to continue to edit them down and try to keep it interesting. Let me know what you think about it. Maybe some of my viewers that have watched some of my other stuff, what do you think about that kind of editing? I might start doing that in some EU4 stuff in some ways and that kind of thing. I'm just trying to mix it up. Leave me a like down below and a subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. And also check out my buddy Lusitanian. I mentioned him at the beginning of the episode. He's awesome. I've been playing Hoi 4 with him, and there's a multiplayer game that we played. I think he put it out like last week. Check that out. All links down in the description. And anyways, Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.